Hey y'all, it's me, the ancestral connector. Yeah, forget my eyes. I feel like they're doing some Forrest Whitaker shit. I don't even know. Anyways, Happy New Year's. It's 2025. To to more life, more love, more peace, more, just more and more family. Um, More growth, more. Um, 2024 was one hell of a year. Um, but anyways, I'm here and I'm winging it. So wing with me. Today, as you can see, the topic is about feeling stuck in ancestry, feeling stuck in family research. And if you're looking for your family, feeling stuck, looking for whomever you're looking for. And so, what inspired this topic is I'm gonna use other names to protect the people that I know. So, I've been focusing on Maria's family tree, and Maria is my family. But the other side of Maria's family. And so I've been focusing. I've been really trying to zero down on it because this is something that I've been working on for a long time, and I'm just ready to kind of get it done and finish it up. However, it's super complex. I'm like solving more than one answer and with like no knowledge at all. And then it's yeah. And so in this process, I've kind of put it down, focused on other things, come back to it, focused on other things. And so this time I've just been all my time, I've been just kind of focusing on this. And so with that, um, I haven't really looked at my messages on Ancestry in a long time. And that is something that frustrated me about people when I was looking for my dad is that people like not a lot of people like never responded or like responded like after I found them and I'm like, well shit, it's like years later. I don't need your help anymore. Um but I understand everybody doesn't have the same passion or get on Ancestry for the same reasons or just aren't on there as frequently as someone who like is into this kind of stuff is. And so, needless to say, I was messaging someone and it made me go through the rest of my messages. And so I kind of opened this message that this guy sent me, and he was looking to find his connection with someone else's account that I have access to. But he also mentioned this family's name. We're going to call them the Thompsons. And so the Thompsons is just this big like the Thompsons is like this big unsolved case that everybody wants to know. Like, who are they? They haven't been on Ancestry in years. No one's been able to. So you're not able to message them, and there's no way. Like they have their family tree, but there's like no common ancestors with the rest of the people that match through that lineage, and so it's just been really frustrating. And so I guess it's been frustrating for other people too, because I've had other people reach out to me to ask me if I knew who they were, and I just was like, no. And so, with that being said, reading that message, I read it too fast. Sometimes I guess sometimes I be reading what I want to read. And so I read it and I seen the name, the Thompsons, and I was like, oh my God, let me call them. So I call them And I'm like, oh, you know the Thompsons? And he was like, no, I'm looking for them too. And I was like, because had I known that, I wouldn't have called, reached out in that moment because I was focused on something else. But the fact that it was that family, I was like, let me figure out what's going on here, but completely misunderstood the message. And so I ended up revisiting to find the, I'm like, I'm here now. So I ended up helping the guy find his connection, mutual ancestor with the family that I had been working with that he connected to. And then I was like, okay, let me revisit the Thompson family um, and see what I could find. And so I'm searching on my ancestry, and then I do a little search on some other sites. And yeah, I ended up finding a location for them. So then I was put it in, and I ended up finding a phone number. So I give the number a call and a text, and I didn't really have much luck initially, but um, this the person who reached out to me is very I don't want to assertive, I guess is the word, like be wanting like stuff. And I'm like, Lord, let me go ahead and give him the answers that he needs because I can't. And it's nothing wrong with that. It was just like it's the holiday time. I had a lot. I didn't really have a lot going on. I just do. I'm trying to zen. So, I forgot what the fuck I was saying. I called the number again a couple of days later, the number that I found. And so the lady answers, and I'm like, are you so and so Thompson?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, do you know Xavier and Helen? Wow, those names I do not know. And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Well, Xavier matches with Irma." And so she was like, "Well, is it Xavier Senior or Junior? Because it's two of them." And I was like, "Well, Irma is 52." And so I was like, is he around that age or whatever? So he ends up being around, or she ends up, the age range was for Xavier Senior. And so she was like, Xavier and Helen are actually on their way here, and they're gonna be here in an hour. I said, "What?" And she was like, "Yeah." She was like, "I'll call you back in an hour." I was like, "Okay." And so, um, she ends up calling me back um with them on the phone. Or no, she didn't even call me back. He's an old man, so he's not in his. He's like 70 something. He's not 50 something. It's the old man. So the old man calls me back from the same number, and I'm just so excited, y'all. Y'all don't understand, like when you have a moment of feeling stuck, and then there's a breakthrough, like ecstatic. So uh so he's asking me these questions about Irma, and I don't really know all the answers off the top of my head, and I really didn't really look into her family tree. Well, no, I had at that point. I just don't be remembering this information, everybody's information off the top of my head. And prior to speaking with the guy who messaged me, I hadn't looked at her stuff in a long time because I already like gave her the answers that she needed. And so I was like, "Can I just call her?" And he was like, "Yeah, yeah, call her." So I call her. I call Irma on the phone, and they're talking about mutual locations that they were born, and this and that and the third. And yeah, so I mean, sometimes you feel stuck, and sometimes you just gotta pause and kind of redirect your attention on something else, or and come back. Cause I mean, it's like it's mind blowing to me how that worked out because it's like I was looking, I felt like I was looking like a few years ago, and then here I go and I just with ease. Hmm, it's crazy. It's crazy, but so I found them. I still haven't figured out. I have an idea of how he's related to Irma. I'm not. I haven't confirmed it. I kind of just been letting them do that little chit chat on the side because, like I said, I'm focused on something else right now. But you're gonna feel stuck sometimes in doing this process. Don't feel discouraged. Um, you just gotta. Sometimes you gotta pause, calm down, and look at it with new eyes. And like, that's just the journey. Um, yeah, that's all I got for y'all. I just want y'all to stay encouraged and know that it's okay to take a break and revisit things because sometimes it's just voila. Um, yeah, yeah. Anyways, I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna end this. Y'all, my computer acting up. I'm gonna end this right here because my computer's acting up and I'm not redoing this again. Anyways, happy New Year's. Love, peace, and chicken grease. And this year I decided that I'm going to do videos as they come to me because just doing them every month or two every month doesn't really work for me because I don't feel like I don't have the content like and I'm still kind of feel trying to feel comfortable doing this stuff. So we just gonna roll with that. Anyways, until next time, love, peace, and chicken grease.